This is Creepy Bird for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, a 2014 homebrew game from Pico Interactive. Full disclosure, the version being presented here is being played off the RetroBit Generations plug-and-play system, which contains over 100 games from a variety of different classic video game consoles with somewhat questionable emulation quality, and a good chunk of the games featured here are from Pico Interactive. The RetroBit Generations might be the subject of a future video somewhere down the line, but for now let's just focus on Creepy Bird, which is essentially a conversion of that one mobile game Flappy Bird. You know, that game where you tap on a screen to keep the bird airborne while passing through pipes. Flappy Bird was a freebie game that was quickly removed for some reason from some site, but spawned a whole bunch of copycat clones on a variety of formats, one of which includes this one, Creepy Bird for the Super NES. Because we needed some variation of Flappy Bird on the Super Nintendo for some reason. I honestly don't know why, but nonetheless, here we are playing it, so... Look, this is far easier to explain what it's about than it is to actually play and be good at, because as you can see, I'm not good at these sorts of things. But I could still sort of give you a gist of it. You press a button to make your bird hop, and your goal is to try to pass through as many pillars of tires as you can without crashing. The problem is your bird seems to weigh quite a bit, and thus you have to time your hops so that they don't crash into anything. It takes a good while to get used to, if at all, the mechanics and the physics, but once you get a good rhythm going, it could be fun. What isn't fun is dying and returning to the title screen every single time. None of the footage you're seeing here has been edited or cut around. What you're seeing is raw footage of me crashing, the score being displayed, fade out, fade in, cue to the title, and press start to start again and be caught off guard as your bird falls from the sky as opposed to being in the middle of the like any normal Flappy clone or something. Sometimes you just want to restart quickly and you simply can't do that here. You gotta press any button and press any button and then you could play. And there's not much to the game, and control here is stupidly simple. Every button on your Super Nintendo controller, or in this case RetroBit controller thing, hops. Even the start button hops your bird, which means there's no pause button. Then again, games usually don't last long enough for you to need a pause button, and would probably break your concentration. It's somewhat responsive, but nowhere near as responsive as tapping on a tablet or even clicking on a screen with a computer mouse. And barring the title screen reset quibble, the game works exactly as it's supposed to, with you earning a coin whenever you achieve a certain number of points, which is nice, if you could get that far, that is. It's a fairly accurate clone of that Flappy Bird game, at least as far as I could tell. The general mechanics and the physics, well, I find some collisions to be a bit suspect, but for the most part, it works fine, I guess. Creepy Bird ditches the Super Mario-esque pipes and backdrops for a more suitably creepy appearance. The bird looks fine, the rocks look fine, the backdrop is adequate, and there's a nice little shifting perspective with the pillars, which is a somewhat subtle detail if you're not paying attention, but it's a nice one regardless. As for sound, there's only one title tune and some stock sound effects for hopping, passing, and crashing. Nothing too major, nothing too amazing or anything. Overall, Creepy Bird is an adequate, albeit pointless, adaptation of a freebie mobile game, though there are plenty of better and cheaper ways of playing insert adjective here bird. If you want to play a version on your Super Nintendo, then Creepy Bird should fill that desire just fine, I suppose, for whatever reason. Otherwise, well, there's not much help. I would say go to Pico's site to buy the game, but they're not selling it anymore, which means you either have to find a secondhand copy or you might have to hunt down a RetroBit Generations thing if you really want to play a Super Nintendo version of Flappy Bird. And I don't know why. Actually, I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I did this video. It seems like a complete waste of time and only exists just so I could fill a Halloween slot or something. You know what? I kind of regret this whole thing. This was a bad idea. Anyways, okay. I'm going to bed now. Good night. I'm done.